as we start a new month, Trent and I wanted to understand the signs and the stars with Metropolitan Atlanta Astrological Society's Catherine Silverton. And we're so excited she's back. Now, she was here, was it already 2019 or was it the beginning of 2020?
It was January 2020.
2020.
Yes.
Little did we know,
yes.
but
I think Catherine might have.
yeah, Catherine might have.
Feel
Yes, feeling it in the stars. But you know, for anyone who is somewhat interested, as I have always been, my mom has been too. Had my chart done when I was a baby. Right. Tell everyone what exactly is astrology and what does it mean to see signs in the stars?
So astrology, defined, is actually the word of the stars, astrologos, and so when we look at an astrological chart, we're looking at where every single planet was sitting when you were born. And the difference between that and what we see in sun sign columns is that the sun sign columns are simply looking at where the sun was sitting at the time of birth, which is a very limited view. It would be like asking someone to describe an elephant, but just saying you can only describe the trunk. So you're getting a small picture, but not particularly colorful and accurate. It's a small piece of accuracy. So that's why it's really important to have your entire chart done.
Okay, and by the way, just to catch everyone, when you say sun sign, that means like the sign that
the sun was sitting
in, which is what we typically might know. What sign?
Everyone
Trent, what
knows
are you?
that. I'm a Leo.
Right, and I'm an Aries.
And then, I mean, we're going to dive all into that, but I think that the power of the full chart, then you know, like your full personality, your emotions, like the moon's really important.
Exactly. The sign on the eastern horizon at the time of birth is what we call the ascendant or the rising sign.
Okay.
And that tells us a lot about how you come across, how you intuitively view things. And so that has a different feeling. It gives a different texture, additional texture to the chart.
A different layer.
Quick question about the rising sign. Is it true that it's not as important as you get older because it's such like an outward sign and it's not really your true self?
Oh no, it is your true self. But of course, as we get older, all the planets move, and so everything moves forward, progresses. So your rising sign, by what we call progression, may change to the next sign or the following sign as well.
Wow.
So there's a lot to it.
And
yes.
if anybody's listening and thinking like, I don't put much stock into it, why should people put more value, perhaps, according to you, according to your cohorts, in really the way they can apply these signs in their daily lives?
Well, astrology, a lot of people call the astrological chart sort of a roadmap. So it gives us an idea of what influences were surrounding us at the moment of our birth, what are the traits that we were impelled with. We say that the planets impel, they do not compel. So they suggest what is your makeup, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are you here to learn.
Right.
And I often say to people when they say, well, I don't believe in astrology, I tell them, well, I don't believe in gravity either, but it's, it's given of life, and it doesn't mean that the stars are forcing you to do something. It's just telling you what your potential is.
I like that.
Yes.
I like the roadmap expression.
Yes,
I want to dive into charts because we've got a lot to cover. I think I have a couple of Aries, and so I think that makes me kind of a crazy person.
Right.
I love her for it.
Yes, you have a lot of Aries in your chart.
Okay.
Sun, Moon, Mercury, Saturn, and you have lots of fire in your chart. Mars was in Sagittarius, and your rising sign is Leo. Trent is Leo, and he's a Sagittarius rising, so between the two of you have a lot of fire in your chart.
We do.
And so it literally creates sort of a triangle.
Okay.
And so it's very good chemistry between the two of you.
Is. I love him. He's
Trent has
like my son. I mean,
my
much younger brother.
Saying it. It's good to have fire. It's not combustion. It's great chemistry.
That's right. Yes,
okay,
if you have the same element, then it's good. And then, of course, fire and air go well together. And you have a Libra moon, so you are gracious, you're compatible, charming, I might say.
Yes. Now, Catherine, would it surprise you to find that both of us are with people who are not fire signs?
That's actually good because we tend to need people who are going to complement us, not necessarily mirror us.
Right.
And so a fire sign could use air signs around them.
Yeah.
Water signs can use earth signs around them.
Okay.
Because those are compatible elements.
Christine, share your man sign.
Pisces. So,
he is Pisces.
Yeah, he's Pisces. He's March 7th.
Okay. So the planets, Mercury and Venus travel very close to the sun. So you being Aries, there's a good chance that he has some planets in Aries. And so that does suggest that there are some similarities that you have between one another.
Yeah, not related to money. Thank goodness he's better. Thank God he's Clark Howard's brother from another mother.
Smart balance with that. Wow.
Yes.
This is so, I love this.
It's fascinating.
I'm literally going to open my CoStar app after this, but with your insight, I feel like it's so much more.
Yes, and again, you know, use it if you will. It's there for you, for the taking. And we're going to do this every month at the start of the month, just to kind of ease into what we can expect or what we can learn and glean from the rest of the year. So thank you so much.
It's
I
great to be
appreciate
back.
it.